Yo, today we got President Che driving my tiny camper 1,000 miles to Canada. Like, on subscribe, partner, if you know me.
Me and my brother bought a tiny Japanese van.
This van is sick. It's sick. Manual transmission, 4-wheel drive, and a ton of room.
So hope you don't copyright me.
And after completely gutting the inside, we turned it into this amazingly small camper. You gotta appreciate this. It's so cool.
Dude, that's crazy. What the fuck? How'd they do that?
We're in the middle of the woods right now. And now,
It looks like a home.
about 6 months later, I had the super smart idea to drive this van 1,000 miles to Canada.
Well,
To Canada?
I have my bag, my passports, and a ton of energy. Let's go to Canada.
Why not?
Now, for a lot of people, a drive to Canada is not a big deal, but in my case, I live in South Carolina, which means it's going to be a long trip.
So he's gotta go. Is he gonna go up? Or how's he gonna go?
Not only that, but I'm also avoiding highways and taking back roads the entire way because I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
right.
this van would break if I was flooring it down the highway the entire
He's
time.
taking the shortest way.
Because it only goes about 65 miles per hour.
Oh, that's why, yeah.
So enjoy whatever you're eating, and if you're not eating, sit back, relax, because it's going to be a long trip.
The very first thing I'm doing is getting gas because this
Mandatory.
thing's on E from the last time we drove it. But we have a full tank of water, we have shampoo, we have directions. This ought to be pretty interesting.
With the fuel needle being slightly below E,
Oh my god.
I was really anxious to get to the gas station, and when I finally did, this van already started getting attention.
Do you live in it?
No, I'm literally taking it to Canada today.
No way.
What? No
Yeah.
shot.
Watch this.
There's a shower.
Like, I literally got a shower, dude.
No.
What the fuck? That's cool.
Yeah.
I saw you drive by. I was like, he has a house inside his.
Dude, I know.
How do you cover up while you shower?
We're gonna figure that out. I'm not sure, dude. Because at some point in this trip, I'm gonna have to get a shower. Thanks. Nice to meet you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're just gonna get regular
That's so cool.
old gas. Let's see how much gas this takes, guys.
21 bucks?
8.1 gallons, so 20 bucks.
Dang.
Oh, all right. I'm really anxious to see how far this gets us. 8 gallons. I'm
8
gonna
gallons?
reset my little trip. Also, everything's in kilometers per hour, so it's confusing now, but once we get to Canada, it won't be. Okay, so the game plan, pretty simple. Literally, back roads all the way to Canada. Let's go.
Is it a manual?
Where I was in South Carolina, the border was approximately 800 miles
18 hours?
away. Then, if I get through the border, I want to drive an additional 100 miles into Canada where I can get to Toronto. Why Toronto? Literally no reason, I just think it's cool.
He's just, I don't know, just why not?
I'm also not doing this trip in one day either. I'm dividing it up into 3 days where I have time to rest and use the van. Plus, this van's not very fast either. It only has a top speed of 70 miles per hour. And if you're going up a hill, more like 50.
Damn.
By the way, I'm flooring it. I've basically been flooring it this entire drive. It's not fast, but
There's a job.
it'll get us there.
Does it have AC? I'm pretty sure it has AC.
Hopefully.
He set that up right there.
I also want to explain to you how this van works. It's actually super cool. First off, the entire thing is completely off-grid, so I have power and water whenever, wherever.
That's cool.
We built it, we added a battery bank to power everything,
Oh, I put the battery in the bottom. Ooh.
and the battery bank charges when the engine's running from the alternator and with solar panels on the roof. The water storage
Smart.
is also under the floor, which is a 21-gallon tank that we fill up from the
21 gallon?
outside with a garden hose using this little inlet, and then it goes to a water pump which pumps water to the sink and the shower. And the cool part is all this is under the floor, hidden by carpet panels that we made. There's also a gauge that shows how much water we have, and there's a gauge that shows me what the batteries are doing. Those will be super important later in this trip when we're sleeping in a parking lot.
You guys won't believe this. There's another K-van.
And at this point,
No
I've
way.
already been driving for an hour and a half, which, you know, can only be so interesting. I will say,
An hour and a half of driving is ooh.
though, the
But you know what? 4 hours.
back roads were so much better than the
Like after 4 hours, then you could say.
interstate.
Oh yeah, we are in the mountains.
If you play video games a lot, you might be able to get paid for it, no joke. If you live in the US and you played video games for over 10 hours.
All right, I saw a sign. We are officially in North Carolina. That wasn't that bad.
Getting into North Carolina was the easy part. Getting out is going to take a lot more driving. It's a pretty thick boy. The next state, though, was Virginia, and that's where I wanted to spend the night, where I can try and tackle the thickest state, West Virginia, tomorrow.
Dude, oh my god.
All right, we officially have 700 miles left until we get to the border. I cannot believe I've already driven 100 miles in this little van. See, she's still going strong. And I'm slowly starting to need to pee. So the one thing about this camper is it doesn't have a bathroom. I'm gonna be looking for a spot to pull off because I gotta go.
After about 50 more miles of driving, which was actually pretty enjoyable because of the view I had,
Look at that.
I found this super nice spot to pull off.
You gotta check out this view.
And I'm not sure how entertaining you expect this clip to be, but that's all I did. Then I got back to driving.
Did you use the restroom right there or what? Pause. Yep, you gotta come back for the camera.
Gotcha. Go, 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 go. Right, this is not a good idea at all. Turn coming up. Oh, and that guy's flying up behind me.
That dude's crazy for doing that. Bro was using the freaking drone while driving.
All right, we are officially 600 miles away from the border. Meaning today I've driven 200 miles. Looks like we'll be spending
Virginia.
the night in Virginia. It's a pretty cool shot, right? Looks like we're headed into the mountains. I still have about a quarter tank left of gas, but just in case it gets a little sparse, I'm gonna get it now where we don't get stranded. I feel like that's a smart idea. At least we get to see what MPG this van gets. All right, now we wait.
Since I filled up last, I drove 344 kilometers. And based off how much fuel I got, that's
49 kilometers per gallon. Well, that gives me no information at all. Let's convert
No,
that.
I'm thinking that too. I'm like, what?
30 miles a gallon. How about that?
after getting gas and being very satisfied with the van's fuel economy, I headed into the great state of Virginia. Straight into those mountains, actually.
Wow. This is nice. This is just nice.
But the beautiful scenery came with a price. Listen to how bad the van is struggling to get this hill.
Yikes.
Okay, we are climbing pretty quick, and we are very, very much going slow.
With the pedal to the floor, I was only doing 55 kilometers per hour,
Oh shit, it's uphill.
which is slow.
Uphill battle.
I'm filming, shifting, driving. I'm doing so much right now. Look how high we are. You can see the mountain peaks back there.
In this time lapse, you can see how steep and windy this road is, and it just doesn't stop.
Oh my god.
I ended up getting my altimeter app out to see that we were at 2,000 feet, which is already a lot. And by the time I got to the top, I was at almost 3,000 feet.
All right. 2,900 feet. That's insane.
I gotta give it to the K-Van though, because I was flooring it the entire ride up with the AC on, and it did great. My second set of mountains was even better though. This route was just amazing. I had to get the drone out and film some of it. For starters, we had this awesome bridge that was like 40 feet above a creek. And after positioning my drone just right, risking hitting a tree and losing it forever,
Oh
I
no.
was able to get this beautiful shot of the K-Van crossing it.
That was fast.
That was actually not as good as I thought. Let's watch it twice.
He
Thank you. Big Corey to check.
said I did a lot to get that.
How crazy is this?
What's wrong with me?
And then one of the hardest things about driving on the right side of the car instead of the left.
Ooh.
Whoa! Another problem with being on the wrong side of the car when you're driving is you naturally kind of just want to go this way on the road.
What?
So I constantly find myself riding the yellow line like all the time.
And at this point, I'm well into Virginia and getting very tired because I've been on the road for 8 hours.
Oh, I see.
So I just kept driving until I came across the next little town, which luckily for me wasn't that little. They even have a Walmart.
Sleep at a Walmart.
Oh, they have so much food in here.
And so after I parked, I was going to go in there and get some food where I can finally eat, because this entire video I have not eaten anything.
Oh, I'm tired.
So to get ready for dinner, I covered up all the windows with my magnetic curtains. This gives me insane
You
privacy,
stay at a Walmart?
and it makes it feel really cozy inside the van, especially when I turn the lights on.
Isn't that cool?
So after I slipped on my shoes, I hopped out of the van where I could go in Walmart and get some dinner. But my van must have really stood out because it didn't take long for it to get attention.
And I have a question. Can I have a picture of your van?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I've never seen one that small. Where are you from?
I'm from South Carolina, actually.
South Carolina?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm headed up to Canada.
Okay. You got a
Yeah.
long ways to go.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a
Long
while.
ways to go.
Do you know what town I'm in, by the way?
This is Dublin.
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 Dublin, Virginia.
Dublin,
Yeah.
Virginia.
Thanks, have a good night.
For dinner on my first night out, I figured, what better thing to eat than a hamburger? I have a hot plate and a skillet in the van, so it ought to be pretty easy.
That's cool. What the fuck? Some chips. No
Oh.
chips?
And banana bread for dessert. My favorite dessert ever.
Food. Oh, we're gonna eat good tonight. One important thing to note is to cook these burgers, we need a lot of power. And our batteries are currently at 96.6%, so we should have enough.
Hopefully it doesn't turn off his whip.
All right, here we go. I was hoping for a sizzle. I guess it's not hot enough yet. Now it's sizzling. That's what's up. The moment I've been waiting for all day. So good.
Then of course I still had to keep this little van clean, and I tried to use as little water as possible.
I do have to be kind of careful with my water supply. I have plenty of water for one night, maybe even 2 nights, but 3 nights is going to be a little tricky with 20 gallons of water. So I'm trying to use it sparingly.
Then because I definitely didn't want to sleep in the middle of a Walmart parking lot,
I know, I was thinking that. I was like, is he gonna sleep at a Walmart?
I drove down the road until I found a spot that was a lot better.
Oh, maybe behind this big truck. Right next to the Fazoli's. Yes. Yes. Oh, I think I found the spot. I think I'm going to call it for tonight. Set up a camera, watch me sleep, make sure nothing sketchy happens while I'm sleeping. And
Why would he set up a camera? Why didn't they just jack it?
we'll hit it tomorrow morning.
Oh, I see.
I think we're the only ones still in this parking lot. Let's get up, get
Oh
dressed,
yeah, he is.
and make some breakfast. Get out of here. We got a lot of driving to do. So I am gonna have to eventually take a full shower in this thing, but this morning I don't stink yet, so I'm just gonna wash my hair. Plus, I'm in the middle of a parking lot. Anybody can see me. Luckily I brought shampoo.
That's pretty cool. Fuck it.
I'm so cold right now. There's a dude just like looking at me right now. Like, am I really watching this? I gotta say, this is the first time I've ever taken a shower outside. All right, I think we are good to go now. I'm starting to memorize what kilometers per hour means. Like, I know that 80 is 50, and now I'm going 90, so I'm guessing it's around 55. So for the longest time yesterday, I had no idea how fast I was going. Yeah, like, look at those mountains. It's nice. It's so nice. Now, I will say, if I get a flat tire here, I'm kind of screwed if I don't
I was
have
about to say that too.
all the stuff with me. But the view is just amazing. Like, look at that wall of rock. It's like 60 feet of rock. How'd they even make this road? Seriously, how?
Virginia was kind of crazy. I'd be driving on a road like this one, and then all of a sudden I'd be getting in a nice little town, and then it took me down this road.
It's kind of crazy. I'll just get off of main road and then onto a crazy one like this. I love this route, and we're going like straight up right now. This is so cool.
This little neighborhood road went on for way longer than I thought, and
Damn,
up
that shit is long and long.
the entire way. I can't imagine what these people living on this road
There's so many people that there's so many people around the world.
spend on gas. Not to mention, you're one bad accident away from tumbling down the side of a mountain.
This is so cool. Oh, a tunnel. I think I just drove on wood. That is so neat.
Then after about
Oh,
30 more
wood.
minutes of driving,
Better be
I
careful.
was able to stop and get some lunch.
Mickey D's time.
See, one of the things about taking back roads everywhere is you don't really know where you're at because there's no signs or exits or mile markers. So whenever I get the chance, I like to ask people where I'm at because I usually have no idea.
Do you know what town this is?
This is White Sulphur Springs, and Lewisburg is that way.
Oh, okay, cool. I was wondering where I was at.
You're in West Virginia. The state.
I didn't see a state sign, so
Yeah,
that's
you're
cool.
in West Virginia.
Even if it, doesn't say on your phone.
And that's Lewisburg, West Virginia, and that's White Sulphur Springs.
While I was waiting for my order, this lady actually told me a bunch of cool stuff about the town and the area, and she told me that going forward I probably won't have much cell phone signal for a while.
Nice talking to you. Thanks. All right, I've now got my food. That is way too expensive. The game plan today is to really go to North Pennsylvania. So that means I have to drive another 280 miles, which will take all day and a couple hours at night. It's gonna be hard.
Getting to North Pennsylvania today would put me in a really good spot for tomorrow, because tomorrow is the day we're going to get to Canada and cross the border, which I've never done before, so I want to make sure I have enough time.
Then we're fooling around. We have to drive 270 more miles.
To give you an idea of where everything's at, I pulled up Google Earth. This is the McDonald's I was at, which is actually just on the border of West Virginia. But to get to northern Pennsylvania, you can see we got a long way to go. Anyway, after taking this path that's deep into the mountains with nothing around, I realized I was starting to run out of gas.
All right, so the needle has already dropped to a quarter tank, which means I only have 2 gallons of gas left. I'm in the middle of the mountains.
This is the McDonald's I was at, and this is the route through the entire state of West Virginia. And if I search a long route, you'll see that there is one Sunoco right here on the path. But I'm currently right here and have no
Almost there.
idea where the nearest gas station is because I don't have any cell phone service.
Aw.
I don't get how such a large area can't have any cellular service. It's crazy.
So I had no choice but to just follow my phone with the route that preloaded into it.
Okay, there's a sign that says Green Bank is 6 miles away. I don't know what Green Bank is, but I'm hoping it's a small town with gas. A gas station! There's a gas station! Holy crap! Holy crap, I do not care what it costs, I'm buying all of it. Everybody's at this station because it's the only
Everybody's at it.
one around. I will wait all day, I don't care. Where's the line at?
It also may not seem like it watching the video, but it's already been an hour and a half since I've been at McDonald's.
Yep, I'm in line, baby.
Eventually, when it was my turn to get gas, I got 6.6 gallons, which basically means I had just over a gallon left.
Very, very freaky that we only had 1.5 gallons left in the tank. That's scary right there. All right, let's go.
All right, there is a lot of driving today, like 210 miles worth. So we're going to do another montage with some more music, and you're going to love it because I'm going to switch camera angles, show you the map, stop and check the K-Van's oil to make sure we're not frying the engine.
There we go. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. We are good.
I also stopped on the side of the road multiple times to get these awesome drone shots.
And just like that, we were 400 miles away from the border.
9 hours, wow.
That biker just gave me a thumbs up. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I love it.
And somewhere within this time lapse, I crossed into Pennsylvania. Well, actually Maryland, but I didn't really count that.
I actually have cell phone signal again, which is a luxury I overlooked for sure.
To celebrate this achievement, I pulled in a Walmart parking lot and did what anyone would do.
He had breakfast.
Egg sandwich.
Of course, after that, I was right back on the road, but it was nice to be in an area that people seem to actually live in.
You guys see those mountains up there? It's a huge line of mountains. Do y'all ever just like blur your eyes and pretend that it's a tsunami? I used to do that when I was a kid and it freaked me out so bad. But look, that totally looks like a giant tsunami headed
It
right
does.
for us.
It really does.
For the next 30 minutes or so, I was just straight up talking to you guys the entire time. A little bit of singing mixed in there. And I just drove until it was dark, enjoying the scenery while I could.
Before Married America, Amy was struggling financially as a single parent. She worked as a truck operator.
Drove for how long?
This road is really freaky.
It is freaky, especially at night.
The only thing I'm missing right now is the fog. I'm the only one on this road. I'm
Some
just
scary music.
waiting for some dude to jump out in the middle of the street.
Not that ass asking for a ride.
The next town along my route was Du Bois, Pennsylvania, which thankfully I got to pretty quick.
Hey, could I get 2 hamburgers and a large French fry.
McDonald's, the only place open at 12 a.m. in Du Bois, Pennsylvania, had one.
There you go. Have a good night, man. You too.
After I got my food, I found another parking lot to sleep in where I could put up my curtains and get ready for bed.
My butt is at a soreness level that's undescribable.
Remember, today I started all the way down in Dublin, Virginia.
So you drove for
And drove
8
near-
hours.
400 miles to Du Bois, Pennsylvania. That's a long way in a K-van, but it was just so nice to be able to sit back, watch some YouTube for a minute, and I
Thinking about the drive he just did. Bro,
even had some banana bread left over from last night.
Dow scientists' preliminary calculations determine
Pico's hang.
as high
Look at
as
that.
309 miles per hour.
And tomorrow, we're on to New York and then Canada.
Canada, eh?
Time to get cozy.
You just see a homeless dude.
Oh, today's a big day. We're getting into Canada. All right, 2 priorities this morning. 1, get a shower. 2, get breakfast. All right, I might have found a little area that I could shower in.
That's gonna fall.
All right, I think we got a little spot. All right, for this shower, we're gonna get the hot water going, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. First, we gotta prime the tank. There we go. Now I'm gonna flip this switch, and you'll see, now it's drawing like a lot of electricity.
Going back to when we built this van, Colby and I found the smallest possible hot water heater, and we were barely able to fit it underneath the sink through the floor. It can only hold
Dude,
a
if it's
gallon,
perfect.
but in moments like this, that can be pretty nice.
All right, we gotta make sure we do this fast.
Ain't no way.
Next time, I'll choose a less muddy area.
I was about to say, yeah.
Some of you are probably wondering, like, okay, great, you got a shower, but now you're stuck. And this van does look very stuck. But luckily, I have 4-wheel drive. All I gotta do is press this button, and just like that, we're in 4-wheel drive. It's so easy. It's so easy.
Then I pulled over on the side of the road to just clean all the mud off my shoes, brush my teeth. And I don't know if you've ever seen anybody brushing their teeth on the side of the road before, but I felt so weird about it. Every time a car passed, I pretended to look for something.
Bro. I know. He was doing one of them. I'm looking for some.
Oh, another car.
That's funny.
Well, we officially only have 184 miles until we get to the
Like
border.
an hour.
All I cared about at this point was whether or not Border Patrol would let me through with this Japanese van.
I'm nervous. I'm excited. I really hope we get through.
And of course, I was still dealing with the normal problems of this van.
I'm gonna let these people pass. There we go. All right, now I can feel better about going like 20 miles per hour. All right, my friends, we are in New York.
New York.
I can't believe it. I've never been in New York, and there's like a mountain right there. I never really thought of New York as having mountains, but yeah, New York has mountains. New York, I'm walking here.
No. That is not New York.
This game, you're not.
too much grass.
Well, we just cracked 50 miles until the border. Pretty crazy. I'm getting more nervous by the mile. I'm really hoping they let us through.
At this point, I'm pretty convinced they're not going to let me through just because I have a Japanese van that drives on the wrong side, and it's an RV on top of that. I really didn't know what to expect. But it was right here that I took the exit to actually go into Canada. You can see the genuine stress on my face.
I think we're here.
The first thing I needed to do was exchange my currency for Canadian dollars.
All right, so far, the plan's going well. I have Canadian cents, and then I have 258 Canadian dollars. Does not smell like American money at all. All right, speed limit's 30, so we're gonna go with 40 kilometers per hour. Wow, it's crazy. Just gonna choose a lane with other cars in it. Oh God, I'm next. Hello.
Where's home for you?
South
Oh
Carolina.
shit.
Where are you looking to go?
Toronto.
Toronto? And
For what?
your vehicle?
Yes.
Okay.
The questions actually went pretty well, and then she sent me to be searched.
I'm gonna have you go to side 14,
All
either
right.
side of it, wait for the officer, and then just give him that yellow slip, okay?
Okay, cool.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, she didn't say I couldn't go to Canada, but we're not done yet.
Where you head?
Toronto.
Toronto, you been to Canada before?
I have not.
Okay. We just gotta take a quick look at your vehicle, okay?
Yeah, sure.
So turn it off, hop out. If there's anything in your pockets, just leave them inside.
Okay.
In the YouTube videos I watched about crossing the border, everybody said that the border agents don't play around, and I definitely got that vibe when they first started asking me questions.
Got TV and everything back there.
They rigorously went through all my stuff in bags, which I completely understand because this is a very unusual vehicle to be crossing the border with.
I can't open this door from here.
There's a slide door there?
Oh, it's not.
And after several minutes of them inspecting everything, they went to the back, and that's when I could tell they kind of liked it.
A shower bath. Microwave.
That's cool.
He said he built it himself. This is actually so cool.
No, right? That is cool. Like, you could literally live in there.
Super cool.
Once they got done inspecting this thing, they actually brought me over to show them the shower.
How does it work?
Ready to go at all times. It has a.
Is there good water pressure?
Yes, there's 45 psi all the time.
I was super nervous, but also very excited, so I started giving them a full tour.
I can turn the lights on, so it has electricity. all
Dude,
the-
that's so dope, though.
Oh,
That's massive, like, oh.
That's the top speed on about 60, 65 going down the hill. It's only 40 horsepower.
But not only did they love the van, I actually got a fist bump and the all clear to go ahead.
We're in Canada!
Got it, right?
Did it! Look at the speed limit! Look at the speed limit! It says 80 kilometers per hour! I
80 kilometers.
can finally know what this gauge means! Yes! Oh my god! Did it! We did it! We did it! This van has been in 3 countries now. Look, it says 2 kilometers! It says 2 kilometers!
2 km.
200 meters. Oh, I love the metric.
Kilometers.
We're in Canada.
Yo,
I
Canada, are you all okay with KM and the... What's up with these, like, what?
can't believe we're in Canada. Yeah, after driving this van for days and days on end, kilometers just makes sense in my head now more than miles. It's so weird.
One of the
Miles,
first things I had to do
miles,
was use
bro.
the bathroom, so I stopped at this Walmart to do that, but I was also excited to go inside and see if anything was different, like prices. When I went inside,
See
I
the prices in Canada,
didn't
eh?
wear my chest cam because I don't want to be that guy in Canada too. So I used my phone to take a couple quick videos, but based on the screenshot, all the
Same
prices
shit.
look pretty normal from what I can tell, especially because a US dollar is a little bit more than a Canadian dollar. The one thing that was different was the stall doors had 0 gaps in them, which was awesome.
Oh, that is a lot better. Wow.
And on my way to Toronto, of course I had to stop and look at Niagara Falls. There it is. One thing that was just insane to me is how
That's beautiful.
fast and violent the water was. I kept on imagining being in there. It's crazy.
You would not live.
I also got some pretty cool shots of it with my good camera.
All right, we have a 130-kilometer drive till we get to Toronto, and that will be the end of this trip, guys.
While I was driving on the highway, you can barely see it off in the distance, but I'm pretty sure that's Toronto. It was a really nice drive, and when I did end up getting there, the buildings all looked super cool
The
at night.
buildings look nice.
Yeah. So for my last night with you guys, I'm going to treat myself to a hotel with a king-size bed, shower, and bathroom.
No way.
I love this van, and you know what's crazy? You really can live in this van. You actually can live in it. But tonight, I'm going to enjoy a nice, cozy night in a hotel. Are you kidding me? This place is huge.
He's so used to it. He's not used to the
My own
size
separate
because of
bedroom.
the fucking car.
This is crazy. And my own bathroom with a shower and a toilet. I'll be using both of those frequently. Well, I guess you know what time it is. Jammy time. I made that up.
Since it was my last night, I went ahead and just ordered some food on one of those food apps. I'm pretty sure I paid
They're
like
McDonald's again?
$50 for this bag of McDonald's, which
Bro, I
is
ate McDonald's like 3 fucking times.
just ridiculous, but man, it was worth it.
I mean, we've been through a lot together in the last couple of days. We trespassed, we showered in public, peed on the side of the road. Like, we've been through a lot. Thanks for coming on this.
Like, comment, subscribe, Garden KJ1 mil.
Bye. Have a great time.